seeing this breaking news that, and this is on Sahara Reporters, and it says pro-Biafra agitator Simon Ekpa gets 6 years in sentence in Finland for terrorism.
Thanks so much. I welcome you to Politics Today. I'm your brother, Great. The news report have it that Simon Ekpa at last have been sentenced to 6 years imprisonment for fighting for the independence of the people of Biafra through illegal means. He was not sentenced to 6 years imprisonment for fighting for the independence of the people of Biafra. It's a constitutional right to do so. To fight for the freedom of your people is a constitutional right. Self-determination is a constitutional right. The court in Finland said the method adopted is not known to law.
He has been actively involved in the separatist movement seeking independence of the southeastern Nigeria under the name Biafra. The Pagerham District Court in Finland has sentenced Simon Ekpa to 6 years in prison on terrorism charges, the BBC reports. According to the court decision, Ekpa was found guilty of inciting terrorism in Nigeria. He was also said to have promoted the independence of the Biafra region through illegal means between...
The method adopted was inhuman. They tagged it terrorism. So he is sentenced for being involved in terrorist activities. This is shocking. This is shocking. But you can see the difference between a country governed by law and Nigeria, where nothing works, where the leaders do not use their brain, where there is no rule of law, where the loyalty of the political office holders is not known to law, where the judiciary seems not to even know the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It's as if they do not even know it. That's why somebody will be on trial. You move from Federal High Court, you get to Appeal Court, you get to Supreme Court, then you go back. The same court will ask you to go again and start again at the Federal High Court. That is what Dele Ferrotimi wrote about Nigeria and its criminal justice system. Look at Finland, a country governed by law. Tell me why investors will not go there. They have looked at the evidence. They said, of a truth, you have the constitutional right to fight for the independence of your people. But the method you adopted is not known to law. Somebody cannot be in our country and be involved in such human rights violation. Can you see judges? Can you see a country where there is rule of law? Can you see where you have men of established identity with a sense of personal worth and value? Nigeria is like a dark forest. When they talk about countries with good justice administration, Nigeria will not come in because of men of questionable character. You can see it. Simon Ekpa sentenced to 6 years imprisonment or thereabout. Case speedily disposed of. That is the reality on ground. But it is so painful if the court in Finland said they have valid evidence of human rights violation against the same people who are fighting for their freedom. How can that be said? This is difficult to believe. But that's the reality on ground. The videos are trending everywhere. Simon Ekpa sentenced to 6 years imprisonment for terrorism. He fought for the independence of his people, but not in line with the provisions of the law. Finland is not Nigeria. That's just the statement they have made. Finland is not Nigeria. Wait for the days ahead to see the fallout of this. This be a lesson for all. That we need to adopt a civilized way of doing things. Everything we are doing, let us adopt a civilized way of doing it. Let us follow due process. Let us embrace rule of law so that we can move forward as a people.